I want to discuss right fast just about not taking advantage of grace, God's grace that He give us. Cause I have, and you probably have too. Just certain situations, even if you're not aware, but look up your own definition, do your own research about grace, God's grace, if you need to. But at the same time, today I was at the park and I was thinking about something. I was at the certain park that I go to about 12 years ago. I was up there with a friend. First of all, it was nighttime, past curfew hours of being up there. And we was up there, back then when I was, really heavily a weed smoker. So we was sitting at the park smoking. And I usually have an eye for the police. But this particular night, I didn't hear or see them until they walked up. And they was walking up and we had just got done smoking. And they just told us to leave. Moments like that I didn't think about back then that I think about now. Not just that moment, many, many moments that I could have got caught up with having certain amounts of weed on me, because back then I was heavily in it and just heavily for the streets out there, going to the club, bars, and just, that was my circle. And so I always had what I needed, so I was always riding with it and, smoking in my car, doing this and that. I done got pulled over and sprayed the spray and they never said nothing once they walked up to the car, And it's not even about the quality of weed, because I always had the grade A, but it was just the grace. It wasn't meant for me to get caught up. But I had to sit back and think and like, oh, dang, I don't never get caught up. But I don't want to take advantage of that, because it's something favor. He got his hand over my life. He don't want me to get in trouble because he know he got something greater for me. He don't want that on my record. Nothing like that. And a lot of y'all are like me. Y'all probably moving in ways or have moved in ways back then. You know what you was doing. I ain't here to judge, but that's just what it is. We just do what we do. We just go kick it. We have what we have, and that's what it is. Even with drinking and driving, be grateful that you made it home. That's the grace of God. Like, that's what they say. The grace of God. For the grace of God, I made it home. Be mindful out here smoking and drinking while you driving and stuff. And you don't want that on your conscience if you hurt somebody or kill somebody. But thank God you have it. That's that grace. He's saving you from getting in trouble because he got something bigger for you. Once you get to a certain point in life, you sit back and you analyze spiritually and just things that you've been through, places that you've been, that for a fact you probably could have got caught up. For a fact you could have got hurt. You could have got killed. That's the grace of God. He telling us to slow down, stop what we doing. He keep on saving us. And at one point, he ain't going to save us no more, because we got to learn that lesson. And a lot of us, we done got away with doing certain stuff that we know that wasn't right. That don't make us bad people. A lot of us are still good people at heart. We just out here do little stuff, recreational, smoking, drinking, just having a good time. So we call it. But at the same time, you got to be mindful of how you move. You got to be mindful of how you move, especially if you want to go places in life and have a future that you don't want that on your background. The grace of God is keeping you, man. The grace of God has kept all of us. That's why a lot of people got testimonies, because if it wasn't for the grace of God, they wouldn't have been standing there telling their testimony. Certain relationships, the grace of God, you got out that relationship alive. We just got to sit back and give thanks. Once we analyze our life and certain things that we done been through and certain things that we done made it through that we shouldn't have, certain car accidents that y'all shouldn't have probably walked away from, but you did. Give thanks, give grace to God, give praise, because that could have been your moment, but it wasn't. He got something greater for you. And if you've been in a situation where you could have got caught up a lot, you need to sit back and analyze your life. What is it? You got favor over your life. Don't ruin that favor. Don't take that favor and grace for granted, because he got something bigger for you. And that's for you to sit back and realize, what is it for me? And some of us, all it takes is one time. Sometimes some people, they're still good people. And just like some people get away with doing certain stuff, and then you be like, soon as I do it, I get caught up. Because you're not supposed to do it. Because he know you know better at heart. You just doing something out here. And so now when he put belt to tail, you know better. You ain't out here trying to get no quick, easy money. He don't want you to get it that way, because you already got favor over your life. What you doing that for? Why are you trying to get this quick scheme money? So he had to put the lesson on you. But a lot of things in our lives that we have to sit back once we get to a place of wisdom, maturity, and just calm down. Sit back and just thank God. Because, man, a lot of y'all that's watching me, even me myself, I'm not supposed to be here. I done been in places, situations, been in clubs, been sitting in people's house, been sitting outside, and people just start shooting. I done been in the midst of so many shootouts. I could have been an innocent bystander. And the people around me could have been. It's the grace. And then that grace was spread amongst people that you attached to too. So we got to thank God that we still here. And you still moving and grooving. And you know your old ways. And now you may be in some new ways. And even if you still kind of mixed up, just be mindful of how you move. You don't want to get caught up. You know, even if you're doing things out here in the streets, be mindful of how you move and just sit back and think about all the times where you could have, but it didn't. That's God. He talking to you. A lot of people be like, I don't know when God talking to me. He's saving you. He's showing you favor and grace, things that you're not deserving of. It happened. The devil's hand ain't always in everything. That's God, grace keeping you. So sit back, calm down, slow down, or stop. Give thanks and just, be mindful because, hey, it could go bad.